Hi, thanks for purchasing How to Travel Cheap Tips, Tools, and Tricks for Frugal Travelers to Plan the Vacation of Their Dreams. I'm honored that you have chosen my course and are allowing me to share with you how I plan our vacations on a budget. A little bit more about me. I am a working mom of two. I'm actually a school counselor, and my husband is a high school math teacher. We actually do work at the same school, which is pretty cool. However, it does limit our travel to summer breaks and school breaks, which makes planning a trip on a budget even more necessary as we tend to travel during peak times. We moved to Florida in 2014, and my husband got a seasonal job as a Disney lifeguard. He did that for a couple of summers, and we became Disney annual pass holders. And so Flip Flop Weekend actually began because so many friends and family were asking for vacation planning tips. And I have an undergraduate degree in communications and thought it makes more sense to create a website where I can house all of the information and share it with them, as opposed to sending novel-esque length Facebook messages that didn't fully cover everything anyway. And so that's really how Flip Flop Weekend got started. However, I do have kind of a wanderlusting spirit and have always loved to travel. And so on the side, I will plan up dream vacations and have planned our trips and how to get away on a budget. This is me when I was 16. This was one of my first overseas trips. This is Russia. This is in front of St. Basil's Cathedral in Moscow. I was really lucky to be able to go overseas and work with a friend who worked in the orphanages over there in the Russian Far East. As of this recording, I've been to Russia twice, and I've been overseas multiple times since this trip, but this is kind of where the international love stemmed from. And of course, I've been around the United States, Canada, and Mexico as well. And then after I met my husband and when we got married, it took us a couple of years to get overseas again and to take a big trip, but we have really had some cool experiences together and as a family. It does look differently depending on the kind of travel that you want to do. My husband and I love to take trips together. We think it's really important for couples to get away. Our children are not quite old enough yet to appreciate some of the parts of Europe that we love. We kind of enjoy going into museums and not worrying about them, touching priceless pieces of art. But we do enjoy those family vacations as well and exploring Florida and Orlando, going down to the Keys with our kids. And in a couple of years, we are excited to share with them those international cultural experiences as well. Paris has a very special place in our heart. I have an entire post on my blog for Paris, and so I had to include this picture. So what prevents people from pursuing their travel goals? This whole course is about traveling on a budget, and that's honestly it. So the U.S. Family Travel Survey is done every year, and of course the most recent one is in 2018. It's done by the Family Travel Association, and it is part of the Center of Hospitality Studies, the School of Hospitality at NYU, and they found that for the fourth year in a row, affordability is the main reason that people don't participate in family travel. They feel that they cannot afford it. And so that's what I'm here for. I have recently paid for traveling. These are just some examples. Our all-inclusive to Mexico, which was for almost a week, was $1,000. 7 days in Paris was about $1,700. 8 days in Italy are about $1,900. And you might think I don't have that much money, but this is not just airfare and hotel. This is including museum passes, tours, excursions. So I'm going to show you how you can include all of that for a very reasonable cost, all things considered. The only thing that I didn't really calculate is food, but we even do that on a budget. These are trips for two and include nearly everything. So we're just a working family who've learned how to vacation during our time off on the cheap, and it is possible. And that's what I want to encourage you with. It's possible to raise a family, work, and travel on even a modest income. And if you have a family of 5, your budget might look is going to look differently than ours. If you want to take all 5 over to Europe, that is going to look differently than our example costs. But this course is going to show you how you can set your budget, set your realistic expectations, and plan according to your budget. Disclosure, I am not a travel agent, so I don't book trips, I don't plan them, at least not now. Who knows what the future holds, right? But I will not necessarily do all of your travel planning for you. I'm not going to be sending you or promoting big travel packages. This course, however, might have some affiliate links, and of course you can certainly join my Flip-Flop Weekend travel community, where I can share deals from my affiliate partners. None of that is at an extra cost to you. It's just if you happen to go through and book something, I might get a small commission for to help run the cost of the site. But I'm not a travel agent, so this is all based on my experience and my research and what I have learned that I am passing on to you. With all that said, let's get started.